Welcome to ShadowMeTarot. I am not really sure how I got this deck. I'm not sure how I found it. I think I may have found it on Etsy, but then it was out of stock. And then I ended up finding the artist's website, and I ended up buying it directly from there. So let's see what this is. I'm not even really sure what it is anymore, to be honest. I'm like, I know I ordered something. I'm pretty sure it's a tarot deck. I think it's a tarot deck. I just don't know. Oh, we've got two bubble wraps. I'm glad I brought razor blades today and not like paper clips or yes, rip it apart. Oh, it comes with a book. Oh, yeah. Okay. So we got this is by Dr. Philip Young, PhD, and Sasha Campbell. I want to know how I found him. Where are you? There's got to be like a website. Come on. There's no website anywhere on here. All right. I believe that this is going to be like an indie deck. And you're just going to have to look up, if somebody asks me where I got this deck, I will find the receipt. Honest to God, it's the Tarot of Human Experience. It's by Philip Young, PhD, and Sasha Campbell. So I'm pretty sure if you Google this, you will find them. But I really like the idea of this, the Tarot of the Human Experience. So let's see what we've got. Beautiful box for an indie deck. Perfect box. You knew what you were doing there. Well done. Well done. Looks like some black and white pictures there. Nice size cards too. A little bit smaller than a normal tarot deck, but my hands are small, so I'm okay with, a little smaller than a tarot deck. It's a nice travel size kind of too. Let's see. Oh, look at this. It's got planetary stuff on here, astrological symbols. I love that. We've got like a computer type font. It feels like a very computery kind of font. In any case, gosh, there's no I'm gonna be honest, cardstock might be a little thin, but it sure does look easy to shuffle. I'm like look at that flexibility. Like, I don't know. It's good size. I'm not mad at it. I really wanted this deck, so I got the deck. All right, let's see. We need a regular tarot deck to kind of compare it to side by side. I should just magically make this poof, but you guys get to watch me do this today. All right, so here we go. The Tarot, Leap of Faith. Look at that. I mean, I'm complaining about the cardstock, but like, it's thicker than my regular tarot deck. It's just bendy like. There's some Leap of Faith is the Fool here. Then we've got Choosing a Path. I'll kind of zoom in on this picture a little bit more. Oh no, maybe I just need to adjust the light. Maybe I just need to start over. Okay, so I had to kind of change the lighting here. Try and get the because these are kind of a shadow deck or a shadowy kind of card, black and white card, and some of the images were kind of difficult to see, I felt like, on the camera. So let's try this. Leap of Faith is the Fool. Choosing a Path is the Magician. Knowledge from Difficult Experiences, that's the High Priestess. Leading Through Adaptation is the Empress. Leading Through Action is the Emperor. Oh my God. The Hierophant is sharing knowledge and wisdom. The Lovers, support and love from another. The Chariot, asserting your will. Strength, confidence in yourself and abilities. The Hermit, truth and time alone. Wheel of Fortune, outside forces impact you. $11 is Justice, detached decision making. The Hangman, knowing sacrifice. Death, powerful transformation in life. Temperance, going with the flow. The Devil, rebelling against expectation. The Tower, sudden unexpected dramatic change. The Star, hope in the face of obstacles. Feelings to express and explore is the Moon. The Sun is revealing and embracing the truth. Judgment, enforcing the truth. The World, the sum of your life experience. Ace of Wands is moving. Poof! Actually, this one is Pentacles. So this is the Ace of Pentacles. You've got an earthy tree there, but it's not a wand. So I think it's more representative of Earth. And this means moving. And I just kind of feel like the Ace of Pentacles, I like that they're putting Pentacles in the deck in the order, because oftentimes the Ace of Pentacles is almost identical in meaning to the World card. And you are moving on to the next project, right? When you when you get an Ace of Pentacles, moving on to the next thing that you're going to do with your life. And here you go, moving. 2, jumping. 2 of Earth is jumping. 3 of Earth is carrying. Okay. 4 of Earth is walking. 5 of Earth is climbing. Okay, I'm having to redo this part, starting at the 5 of Pentacles. But it turns out from the 6 to the 10, on each one of the suits, there are extra cards because he has added cards. He has a positive card and a negative card. So moving on from 5 of Pentacles here, 5 of Pentacles is climbing. I'm feeling like this deck is physical, not just like money physical, but like your physical body, movement in your body, and then however that can be extrapolated into real life, right? So this one is climbing. I get how they get that, but I can't put it into words. You know, maybe they're, you know, moving away from this church that can help them. They're going away to a new or better opportunity, but they got to walk through the snow to get there. I don't know. But I can see how that would be kind of climbing out of poverty. All right, so now we get to the 6, and the 6, this one, it says coordinating, right? So here, I mean, usually I look at this as a generosity card, but how do you coordinate and distribute resources, right? Is kind of how I'm thinking. Like maybe this is the Knight of Pentacles, and he is determining, you know, how resources are divided among the people. And then on the negative side of it, how is he injuring the people around him? So this is going to be a little bit interesting. I've lost my place and I'm redoing the video now. So let's hope I have it now. All right, so this is the reversed meaning for this artist's interpretation of the reverse meaning of this card. I even looked up the Thoth tarot to see if he was pulling meanings from Thoth, but not at all similar to the Thoth either. So let's see. I'm going to say that this particular, sometimes when you're a reader for years and years, certain cards mean something. You're basically telling your own story, right? You look at the card, you have this memory, you tell your own story about this memory. And you can, pick out emotions, sometimes events. And then when you're talking to other people, you're just talking about that part of your story, right? And it will automatically resonate with them because the cards drop out in different ways. So I'm going to be super flexible and be like, this is this artist's interpretation of the Seven of Pentacles in the upright. And this is his Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, which is compromising. But I think that I definitely feel like there's value to having more modern interpretation of this particular card. So I appreciate it. I do like it. I look forward to using the deck. All right, so we've got the Eight of Pentacles, which is training. And in the reverse, it would be overdoing. And then we go to Nine of Pentacles, performing, bossing up in the upright. And then in the reverse, poisoning. Maybe trying to knock other people down from attaining success. Then we go to 10 of Pentacles, and the upright is meditating. And in the reverse, it would be destroying. And he's got so this deck is just to be read in the upright. I don't know, it makes reading easy, right? All right, so this is 10, and the reverse is going to be destroying. The Page of Pentacles is the architect. The Knight of Pentacles is the cook. The Queen of Pentacles is the farmer. The King of Pentacles is the explorer. And I think it's very interesting that with the King of Pentacles, they have the earth paired with fire. For the Queen of Pentacles, they have the earth paired with earth. For the Knight of Pentacles, they have the earth with the water. And for the Page of Pentacles, they have the earth with the air. So I'm like, okay, when you're young, you do a lot of thinking. As you get older, you do a lot of emoting. And you do physical stuff. And then you go explore and have passion for something, I guess. I don't know. I just find it interesting. Okay, Ace of Swords. And this one's going to be breathing. So one of air is breathing. 2, it says railroad crossing. It says hearing. It's interesting. I guess if she's blindfolded here, her ears are going to be open. And let's see, 3 is speaking. Well, this is the first person ever to I agree with this definition, because I look at this as like miscommunication or communication, about something that everybody's kind of passionate about. I mean, it looks like a sorrowful card, but, swords is air. So, and mind and thoughts. So, meeting of the minds is kind of what I think there. So, speaking is interesting that they have that for the 3 of Swords, or the 3 of air. Contemplating, rest for the 4. I think questioning is a brilliant, I think is a brilliant interpretation of this card, because even I am kind of like, is this really a win? I mean, this guy just walked away. This guy just gave up and started crying. Are you truly the victor? So I mean, I love the interpretation of questioning. I think that's great. We have understanding. Oh, Okay, so we're starting on this double thing. So in the upright, this is understanding. And in the reverse, we don't have reversals. The 6 means assuming. Then we go to 7 of Swords, and that's synthesizing in the upright for the positive meaning, and rationalizing in the reverse, or in the negative. Positive for 8 of Swords is going to be studying, and in the reverse, in the reverse it would be forcing. And then for 9 of Swords, you've got singing, and in the reverse, it is prejudging. 10 of Swords is listening in the upright. I'm like, yeah, I don't see listening there at all. Although it seems like the sense, like if we're just going by sensory, it seems like the suit of swords is hearing, right? That makes sense. It's related, it's on the head, and swords is mind and speech. So in the upright, this would be listening, because what else are they going to do? They're dead. Oh, and in the reverse, it would be they're lying. All right, and so then we got the Page of Swords as the communicator. The Knight of Swords is the teacher. And we've got these pairings again, air and water. Looks like the Knights are waters, and the Queens are earth, and the Kings are fire. So the Queen of Swords is the inventor. Damn right she is. No, I'm kidding. And the King of Swords is the spiritual advisor. We get to the fire sign. So they've kind of removed wands altogether and are just using fire. So I like how, I really like the liberties that he's taking with the meaning, with the meanings in this deck. So it's not really an Ace of Wands in this deck, it's a One of Fire. And that is inspiring. 2 is trying. 3 is testing. 4 is inventing. 5 is failing. 6 in the positive is solving. 6 in the negative is cheating. 7 is engineering in the upright, or in the positive, and in the negative it is pretending. In this deck, 8 of fire is applying in the positive, and in the reverse it is boring. 9 in the upright or in the positive is experiencing. I keep wanting to turn. And in the negative it is conning. And we got 10 in the positive is mastering, and in the negative it is suppressing. Hot damn, what? That's some straight up bondage shit right there. Okay. All right. I'm like, we have the Kama Sutra deck. I got some sexual magic over here. I just wasn't expecting it in this, but I guess that is part of the human experience, right? All right, so the Page of Wands is going to be the leader. The Knight of Wands is going to be the artist. The Queen of Wands is the engineer. And the King of Wands is the warrior. What I like about the characters of this, of what he's done here, is assigning fire, right? Or he's assigned all the kings as fire, right? Movement forward, or just passion, right? And he signed all the women, or all of the queens, earth, Mother Earth. All of the knights have emotion, and all of the pages have thinking. So I just think that's I think that's a great way of interpreting the cards. All right, so King of Wands is the warrior. Ace of Cups, feeling. Two of Cups, flirting. Three of Cups, giving. I'm thinking that bondage picture is just like to set you up for the cups. All right, so we got 3 is giving, 4 is sharing, 5 is romancing, I'm trying to find that. I'm trying to find that meaning of romancing there. I'm like, are these the dates that didn't go well? I'm like, but that's fine. I mean, that's this artist's interpretation. I mean, romancing is part of the human experience. So I'm looking forward to using this deck. It's going to be interesting. Okay, so then we get to 6, and we've got committing in the upright. So committing in the upright or in the positive, and coveting in the negative. The 7 of Cups or the 7 of Water is discovering in the upright or in the positive, and in the negative it is seducing. I like that as the meaning for the reverse. I like seduction as that makes a whole lot of sense, right? Because in the upright, it's you're dreaming for stuff. You're discovering, you know, what you want and making your choice, but too much of any of them, it is seductive, right? Get sucked into the fantasy of it. All right, let's get to 8, devoting, spiritual quest. That's a great way of looking at that card as a spiritual quest, being devotional. So this is devoting, and then in the negative, it's obsessing. Oh man, what a great interpretation of this card. I'm looking forward to using this. All right, and then we've got 9 is accepting, 9 of Cups, 9 of Water, and that's in the upright. So then we've got 9 in the negative is going to be rejecting. 10 in the positive is trusting, and in the reverse it is betraying. Wow. The Page of Cups is the healer. The Knight of Cups is the caregiver. The Queen of Cups is the builder. And the King of Cups is the entertainer. All right, well, let me know if you liked this deck. I like the Human Experience deck. I'm going to zoom out here a little bit and zoom back in. There we go. I'm just going to shuffle this a little bit. And I might even... just do a 1-card draw. They're fairly easy to shuffle. I'll give them that. Being that there's a whole bunch more cards in here than in a regular tarot deck, because it's got those reverse meanings from 6 to 10. So each suit has got an extra 4 cards. So that's got an extra 16 cards. I'm like, what does that put it at? Like 94 cards is what we have for this deck. All right, so just even this little bit of shuffling, these cards are going to probably wear out. I definitely feel like these are going to wear out over time. But you know what? There we go. All right, that's how I shuffle. Oh, just flew right out there. There are 2 of them. Okay. The first one is strength, confidence in yourself and abilities. And the next one is 21, the sum of your life experiences. Sounds pretty positive. So strength and the world. What's nice about this book, because I haven't gone over the book at all. Okay, so I'm gonna just be honest. The book layout sucks. This is terrible. Like, the font is too big for the pages. I don't know. It's like there's not enough white space around the there's just not enough white space around here. So I'm not really like thrilled about how I don't like, you know, edge to edge on my words. Just being a little picky or whatever. It has the purpose of the deck, getting started with the deck, gameplay. So they're really doing this more like a game, or they've set this up like a game. And I went through this a little bit before, off camera. But it had like truth or dare games. It did a Celtic cross basically. But some of the things that I really did like is he's got some cheat sheets in here. So let's see. This is the games. Here we go. So here he's got a cheat sheet for the planets, the astrological energy of each of the cards. Not the zodiac sign, but the actual planet or constellation, or I don't know. I just don't know enough. I don't know what the heck Chiron is, okay? I know what Jupiter is. I think Ceres, isn't that a star? If you have any knowledge of this stuff and you want to, you know, tell me what Chiron is, let me know. Put it in the comments. But I do like that you get this different energy. I don't see it this, oh my gosh, the strength card is Vulcan. I did not know Vulcan was a real thing. That's crazy. All right. So anyways, and then it has the meta pattern, how he is set up the card deck. So number 1 is beginning, 2 is direction. And then as he gets down to the bottom, it's element 1, and element 1, which is kind of what I said when we were going through the pages and the queens and the knights, how they each had their own element. But I like that he's got like almost like the numerological significance of each card in the deck, because even in the uprights and in the reverse, so in the positive and the negative, just for the number, 6 in the positive means breakthrough, 6 in the negative means mistake, 7 in the positive means improvement, 7 in the negative means resistance. That's hugely useful. I just think that's very useful. I just, knowing that pattern, and that's what he used, that just seems very useful in interpreting the cards. All right, then he goes over through his process and basically a Celtic cross, and then the insight reading prompts, which is also a Celtic cross, but it looks like you ask different questions. And then it has a description of the astrological meaning of the card. So let's go to the strength card now. Here we go. So it says confidence in yourself and your abilities. And the meaning, the traditional assignment is strength. The 8th card of the majors represents the confidence in yourself and abilities that you need to develop in this lifetime to be successful. This card is about knowingness, the quiet knowledge that comes with success and talent applied and developed over time. The message when you draw this card in a reading, you are telling yourself that you need to look to your strengths, not your weaknesses. When we feel confident we can weather difficult periods in our lives, the message is acknowledge and nourish your abilities so you can feel confident. The astrology, this card is ruled by the energy point of Vulcan. Vulcan is the energy point relating to your productivity in life. How do you add value to the world? What are your strengths? They shine through when you are productive. And then it moves, let's move on to the 21, which is the sum of your life experience. The traditional assignment is the World. The 21st card of the Majors represents the time when we reach a culmination point in our lives. As we move through life, we regularly reach goals and hit thresholds. We stabilize and begin working towards new goals, adding to the sum of our life experience. Message: when you draw this card in a reading, you are telling yourself that you need to assess what you have accomplished and look to the future for your next ambition. The message is, keep attaining, never retire from life. Astrology. This card is ruled by the energy point Saturn. Saturn is the energy point associated with structure and limitations, which we are to use to transcend current ones for newer ones, and so on. Saturn leads us to recognize the values in rules, planning, and outcomes. All right. Well, let me know what you thought of this particular deck. I kind of like it because it has modern meanings for, a very old story. And I almost feel like the artist, after years of reading, it feels like, and telling this is their personal story of the tarot, which kind of happens for all of us, right? As we learn the cards more and more, we have to tell our own story of the hero's journey, in passion and emotion, in thinking, in our physical being. You start telling that story as you're reading the cards, and you come up with new meanings, a new story, and so many artists and so many decks out there as a result of it. So I am definitely looking forward to using this deck in a reading. All right. Well, thank you very much for joining me at ShadowMeTarot. If you liked this video, please like, subscribe, and share. And comment. Please comment. Tell me how I'm doing. Tell me what you like. But thank you very, very much for watching. I do appreciate you. Keep coming back. Have a wonderful day.